Do you have symptoms of neuropathy? Constant burning, pins and needles? You've been told you just have to live with it. But for many, nerve damage can be reversed by addressing the root cause. We can help your nerves heal and regrow. Stop masking the pain with pills. It's time to restore your balance and reclaim your life. Call Piedmont Triad's leading neuropathy clinic today to schedule your neuropathy exam. Relief is possible.
You're watching WXII 12 News.
Great morning to be out there on Blues Lake. We're bringing you back with this gorgeous live look at 7:30. You can see some folks out there just getting to get the boats on docks. What a
I'm
nice
there.
day.
I'm there, that's me. Somebody send me out there.
Or at least doing wishes.
Why aren't we doing weather live from Blues Lake this morning? That's
Here's
what I
looking
want
out
to
to you out there.
Please.
It's be a great day to do that right now.
know. Yeah.
But then a little later, you might want the sunglasses if we were going to send you out there live, right?
I'll stay in the air-conditioned studio. I'll be sweating it out later this afternoon. It's going to be hot later today, Kelly, so if you got a pool, got the lake, I mean, might be a good option to head out there if you're looking for something to do here later on this afternoon. We're gearing up for a May heat wave. It's kind of already begun, but today you're really going to start to notice that heat. Could have the hottest day of the year so far this afternoon, and some folks could even hit 90. Not just today, but several days going forward. So it starts today, Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday will be near that 90-degree mark. And until the middle of the week, the pattern changes. Looks like we're mainly dry. So hot and dry is the theme the next few days. Thankfully, later in the week, starting probably Thursday, I do see some milder temperatures, and I do see better shower and thunderstorm chances, which we're thankful for. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, but until then, it's going to be pretty hot. 64 in Greensboro right now. It's 65 up there in Danbury. Blues Lake sits right in the middle. 64 in Asheboro and Lexington. 59 in Knoxville right now. Some folks a little cooler than others, but really all of us can probably go without a light jacket this morning, and you certainly will not need it later in the day. There are some clouds overhead, but I expect this to mainly be a morning thing. The afternoon, we should have plenty of sunshine. High pressure strengthening and kind of nosing overhead now at this point. We're locked in. A big ridge of high pressure that's going to heat us up is here. It's only going to get hotter as we go through the coming days. Yesterday, we made it into the mid-80s. 84 was the high at PCI Airport. I've got a high of 90 this afternoon. It's going to be a hot one. 80s at lunchtime.
Wow.
Upper 80s, near 90 for some folks this afternoon. But lots of sunshine. Get ready. Stay cool. We'll talk about how long the heat will last. And then we'll show you later in the week coming up.
Louisiana's primary election saw a longtime senator ousted after facing an opponent endorsed by President Donald Trump. It's the latest example of the president's power to despite no correspondent Jackie Fusco is tracking those election results from our D.C. bureau. And Jackie, what was Senator Bill Cassidy's message last night following?
In a late-night concession speech, Republican Senator Bill Cassidy said that this country is not about one individual. National loyalty is to the Constitution, appearing to take aim at President Donald Trump without naming him specifically.
Insults only violate if they come from somebody of character and integrity. And I find that people of character and integrity don't spend their time attacking people on the internet.
President Trump called Cassidy disloyal in a series of social media posts on Saturday, adding, quote, "It's nice to see that his political career is over." It's long sought revenge after Cassidy voted to convict President Trump during the 2021 impeachment trial over the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. And as chair of the Senate Health Committee, Cassidy has also been critical of some recent vaccine policy changes. Cassidy finished behind Trump-backed Congresswoman Julia Letlow, who will now compete against State Treasurer John Fleming in a runoff next month for the Republican Senate nomination in Louisiana. Wait for now, President Trump now turning his attention to Tuesday's primaries in Kentucky, where he's hoping to push out Republican Congressman Thomas Massie. Massie has sparred with the president on a range of issues, from the Iran war to the Epstein files. The president's recent success in ousting his Republican critics continued command over the party. But the GOP infighting could also pose a challenge, as Republicans face the possibility of losing control of Congress in this fall's midterm elections. In Washington, I'm Jackie DeFusco, WXII 12 News.
And those elections come as the war in Iran continues and gas prices remain high in the United States. Right now, American officials are saying Iranian hackers may have breached fuel tank monitoring systems across the country at gas stations. Sources say the suspected hackers gained access to the automatic tank gauge systems in multiple states. The breach changed display readings on the tank, but not the actual level of fuel inside of them. Experts say this is dangerous because it could allow gas leaks to go undetected. And, of course, the war in Iran has led to a 10-week closure of the Strait of Hormuz. Roughly 20% of the world's oil travels through that waterway. California's last pre-war oil shipment from the strait arrived at the port of Long Beach in May, carrying 2 million barrels of crude oil. No one knows when the next one will be able to get through the strait, but experts say this doesn't mean the U.S. will run out of oil anytime soon.
Now, at least, California continues to get supplies from Saudi Arabia through the Red Sea in significant quantity, thus mitigating any potential impact of the loss of oil through the strait.
The problem is that the world has lost somewhere between 10 and 15% of the world's supply, and that means prices are going up everywhere.
Experts say that even if the war were to end today, it would take months for the global market to stabilize and to get prior crude oil prices down to where they were before the start of the conflict. And right now, the national average for a gallon of regular fuel is $4.51. Here in North Carolina, it's a little lower at $4.19 a gallon. The World Health Organization is declaring an Ebola outbreak in Africa a public health emergency of international concern. Officials say 88 people have died, and there have been more than 300 suspected cases. Most of these have been in Congo, with 2 cases identified in Uganda. Ebola can be deadly without treatment, with up to 90% of cases being fatal. Despite the outbreak, World Health leaders say it does not meet the criteria for a pandemic, such as the COVID-19 pandemic. Childcare can cost more than your paycheck. According to the Economic Policy Institute, childcare for one baby is more expensive than public college tuition in most states. National consumer correspondent Ali Jasinski investigated what's causing the surge in prices, what parents can do about it.
It's just seems to be outrageous.
3 or 4 months of our mortgage, that's about half my paycheck.
Childcare costs were up an additional 5% last year, growing faster than inflation, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Childcare still remains persistently high, and it's a cost a lot of families can't be flexible on.
And there's a deeper problem. Providers are trapped in a bind. They can't charge families the true cost of care without pricing them out further, which forces them to pay early educators low wages. That fuels high turnover and a chronic lack of available centers. All of these challenges can look different depending on where you live, which is why we checked in with our
centers across the country.
Here in the South, it's not just the cost for families, it's also the access. The Buffett Early Childhood Institute, they said that nearly 120,000 children lack
We need
access to
heat.
childcare within a reasonable
A little
distance.
heat.
Parents are traveling by about 45 minutes, 50 minutes.
The gap is especially felt here in Florida's 21st Congressional District. The child care gap is third highest in the state.
We have over 100 children on our wait list, and because we only have 9 classrooms, it's really hard to be able to get those children up to date as fast as the parents need so that they can go back to work.
In Milwaukee, child care may be easier to find, but it eats up a significant portion of parenting. Well, we're doing the math, and it is definitely double our mortgage amount. So I think once you add in healthcare insurance, daycare, mortgage, you're not left with a lot. Federal data shows parents are spending anywhere from 8 to 16% of their income on flavors that you can mix and match. I am loving the jalapeno one right now. Do you want to give these a try, or do you want to stock up? Now's your time. Trust me, you will run through these, and everyone in your household will love them and save 20%.
Eye bags, dark spots, wrinkles.
There's one product that can fight them all.
Sulfur face cream.
Engineered for men, made for our skin, and backed by science, and it actually works.
I got some big old deep wrinkles. Eat that food. That's all we got right now. I'll go get you some later.
Our scientists developed a
Ain't that
formula
right,
where 12 active ingredients work in perfect synergy. Each one amplifying the next, penetrating deeper, hitting harder, targeting eye
Is that
bags,
bears up there?
dark spots,
I think it's
and
up there.
wrinkles
I know it's
all at once. Crafted in our state-of-the-art facility in the U.S. Every bottle is checked and perfected before it ever reaches you.
My eye bags before, this was me, and this is me today.
Lunchbox used to be brutal. Now, they're barely there.
My wrinkles were deep.
Look at the difference. I honestly didn't think of cream to do this, and it literally takes 2 minutes a day.
1 minute in the morning and 1 minute at night. Super easy.
Super effective.
And compared to everything else I considered, it's actually inexpensive.
It's everything I need.
In one bottle. If you've had enough of those eye bags,
Dark spots, wrinkles, there's only one product you need.
Visit ParticleMan.com and use the promo code on your screen to get 25% off. Free shipping and a 30-day money-back guarantee. ParticleMan.com.
Go ahead. Crank the volume. We got you. USPS has increased daily package processing capacity by 46% in the past 5 years. And with USPS Ground Advantage, your packages stay in our secure network, dock to door, nationwide. For full visibility, near real-time tracking, affordable pricing, for peace of mind. USPS Ground Advantage. Honey, Mortgage 26 says we should keep renting.
Rita says more realtor agents recommend realtor.com.
They track every market, so you
No, 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 no,
He
no.
also says that they got it.
With realtor.com. When we started Allegiance, we were shocked to learn how many American flags are actually made overseas.
If there's one thing that deserves to be made here in America, it should start with the American flag. At Allegiance, we do it differently. Flags 100% made in America by Americans with American materials. Join our pledge to make the American flag truly American.
Visit showallegiance.com to get your high quality American
Scooby-Doo,
flag today.
Scooby-Doo,
That's
Scooby, and Dooby.
showallegiance.com.
Do.
We've got this week's top headlines for you.
What
The
you
stage is
got?
set for a very dramatic Sunday
Let's
at the
see here.
PGA Championship.
Oh, that's
Alex
very
Nolan leads by 2
dramatic.
shots. But Rory
It's a
McIlroy
ball
and
flying
Scotty
through the
Scheffler,
air.
John Ram, and a packed leaderboard are
He's
all
hitting the
within
green
striking
smiles
distance
with the
heading into
cat.
the final
He's
round
over, you
today.
catch it,
So
ball.
star-studded cast there, a much walk.
Golf
very much
ball.
so. And a Senate parliamentarian blocking Republicans from fast-tracking nearly $1 billion tied to security upgrade for President Trump's proposed White House ballroom.
Now, the ruling means the measure would now need bipartisan support to move forward in the Senate.
Plus, the USS Gerald R. Ford is back home in Virginia after a historic 11-month deployment tied to U.S. operations in Iran and Venezuela. The Navy says the carrier's 326 days at sea marked the longest deployment for an American aircraft carrier since the Vietnam War. Well, college graduates across the country are embarking on a new chapter in life.
You
There
don't
are some
say.
graduates embarking for a whole other reason.
What's that?
So, right here, you're looking at the graduating class
Look, my
of the
husband got doggies on TV.
NYPD's
They're
K-9
policemen
unit. Now, the
like
department
you.
says that officers and dogs go
I
through
mean, not like
rigorous
you, but you
training in
could
order
be
to
one of
protect
those.
New York. The Rough and Tough Pups were named after officers who died in the line of
Oh,
duty,
well, how about
including
that?
September 11th. So let's talk about this with our special guest. Welcome back to Bill Spadian,
Gotta work
Congressman
that
Andrew
way.
Worth. So
Almost there.
I'm always a sucker for a good dog story, but this one takes
Go
the
in.
cake for me.
Yes, they are essential partners in law enforcement. They do things that humans cannot do.
Do they? Do you do
Particularly in
things we
regard
can't
to
do?
detecting scents.
Mouse, do you do things we can't do?
And there's
I bet you can. Hello, pussycat.
measure.
Their man cat, where's my cat? Where's my
systems
pussycat?
are designed to
See?
do
Is he up there
an
sleeping?
exponential amount more than humans
That
can
kitty
do,
cat's
and
gonna
that
get your
helps
butt,
in search and
Mouse.
rescue.
He's gonna get
September
your
11th,
booty.
they were on the pile with their handlers, and as we all know, they have a very close and loving relationship with their handlers. And
I often underestimate the power of
Listen
this
to
Texas, like you said. I mean, you
I'm
have
gonna listen to the
in the
birds
air-
right quick, you know, just nature right quick. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. Yay. Pussycat, pussycat, pussycat. Let's go. Let's go. Rigorous training. What? Hmm? Sounds like she's having a hard time in there. Let's go look at the garden. Miles, maybe get a little bit warm. A little warm, but let's see. I need to go get a carton for the eggs.
Psalm 1. Blessed is the man that walketh. Psalm 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Psalm 2. Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bands asunder, and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Yet have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare the decree. The Lord hath said unto me, Thou art my son. This day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. Serve the Lord with fear, and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. Psalm 3. Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, There is no help for him in God. Selah. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory, and the lifter up of mine head. I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and he heard me out of his holy hill. Selah. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, for the Lord sustained me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation belongeth unto the Lord. Thy blessing is upon thy people. Selah. Psalm 4. Hear me when I call. O God of my righteousness, thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me, and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will ye turn my glory into shame? How long will ye love vanity, and seek after leasing? Selah. But know that the Lord hath set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe, and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed, and be still. Selah. Offer the sacrifices of righteousness, and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, Who will shew us any good? Lord, lift thou up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. Psalm 5. Give ear to my words, O Lord, consider my meditation. Hearken unto the voice of my cry, my King and my God, for unto thee will I pray. My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee, and will look up. For thou art not a God that hath pleasure in wickedness, neither shall evil dwell with thee. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. The Lord will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. But as for me, I will come into thy house in the multitude of thy mercy, and in thy fear will I worship toward thy holy temple. Lead me, O Lord, in thy righteousness, because of mine enemies. Make thy way straight before my face. For there is no faithfulness in their mouth. Their inward part is very wickedness. Their throat is an open sepulchre. They flatter with their tongue. Destroy thou them, O God. Let them fall by their own counsels. Cast them out in the multitude of their transgressions. For they have rebelled against thee. But let all those that put their trust in thee rejoice. Let them ever shout for joy, because thou defendest them. Let them also that love thy name be joyful in thee. For thou, Lord, wilt bless the righteous. With favor wilt thou compass him as with a shield. Psalm 6. O Lord, rebuke me not in thine anger, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am weak. O Lord, heal me, for my bones are vexed. My soul is also sore vexed, but thou, O Lord, how long? Return, O Lord, deliver my soul. O save me for thy mercy's sake. For in death there is no remembrance of thee. In the grave who shall give thee thanks? I am weary with my groaning. All the night make I my bed to swim. I water my couch with my tears. Mine eye is consumed because of grief. It waxeth old because of all mine enemies. Depart from me, all ye workers of iniquity. For the Lord hath heard the voice of my weeping. The Lord hath heard my supplication. The Lord will receive my prayer. Let all mine enemies be ashamed and sore vexed. Let them return and be ashamed suddenly. Psalm 7. O Lord my God, in thee do I put my trust. Save me from all them that persecute me, and deliver me, lest he tear my soul like a lion, rending it in pieces, while there is none to deliver. O Lord my God, if I have done this, if there be iniquity in my hands, if I have rewarded evil unto him that was at peace with me, yea, I have delivered him that without cause is mine enemy. Let the enemy persecute my soul and take it. Yea, let him tread down my life upon the earth and lay mine honor in the dust. Selah. Arise, O Lord, in thine anger. Lift up thyself because of the rage of mine enemies, and awake for me to the judgment that thou hast commanded. So shall the congregation of the people compass thee about. For their sakes, therefore, return thou on high. The Lord shall judge the people. Judge me, O Lord, according to my righteousness and according to my integrity that is in me. O let the wickedness of the wicked come to an end, but establish the just, for the righteous God trieth the hearts and reins. My defense is of God, which saveth the upright in heart. God judgeth the righteous, and God is angry with the wicked every day. If he turn not, he will whet his sword. He hath bent his bow and made it ready. He hath also prepared for him the instruments of death. He ordaineth his arrows against the persecutors. Behold, he travaileth with iniquity, and hath conceived mischief, and brought forth falsehood. He made a pit, and digged it, and is fallen into the ditch which he made. His mischief shall return upon his own head, and his violent dealing shall come down upon his own pate. I will praise the Lord according to his righteousness, and will sing praise to the name of the Lord Most High. Psalm 8. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth, who has set thy glory above the heavens. Out of the mouth of babes and sucklings hast thou ordained strength, because of thine enemies, that thou mightest still the enemy and the avenger. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars, which thou hast ordained, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visitest him? For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor. Thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, yea, and the beasts of the field, the fowl of the air, and the fish of the sea, and whatsoever passeth through the paths of the seas. O Lord, our Lord, how excellent is thy name in all the earth. Psalm 9. I will praise thee, O Lord, with my whole heart. I will shew forth all thy marvelous works. I will be glad and rejoice in thee. I will sing praise to thy name, O thou Most High. When mine enemies are turned back, they shall fall and perish at thy presence. For thou hast maintained my right and my cause. Thou sattest in the throne judging right. Thou hast rebuked the heathen, thou hast destroyed the wicked. Thou hast put out their name for ever and ever. O thou enemy, destructions are come to a perpetual end, and thou hast destroyed cities. Their memorial is perished with them. But the Lord shall endure forever. He hath prepared his throne for judgment, and he shall judge the world in righteousness. He shall minister judgment to the people in uprightness. The Lord also will be a refuge for the oppressed, a refuge in times of trouble. And they that know thy name will put their trust in thee. For thou, Lord, hast not forsaken them that seek thee. Sing praises to the Lord, which dwelleth in Zion. Declare among the people his doings. When he maketh inquisition for blood, he remembereth them. He forgetteth not the cry of the humble. Have mercy upon me, O Lord. Consider my trouble which I suffer of them that hate me. Thou that liftest me up from the gates of death, that I may shew forth all thy praise in the gates of the daughter of Zion. I will rejoice in thy salvation. The heathen are sunk down in the pit that they made. In the net which they hid is their own foot taken. The Lord is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands. Higgaiah, Selah. The wicked shall be turned into hell, and all the nations that forget God. For the needy shall not always be forgotten. The expectation of the poor shall not perish forever. Arise, O Lord, let not man prevail. Let the heathen be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. Selah. Psalm 10. Why standest thou afar off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after God. God is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places doth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor, when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He hath said in his heart, God hath forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it. Arise, O Lord, O God, lift up thine hand, forget not the humble. Wherefore doth the wicked contemn God? He hath said in his heart, Thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite. To requite it with thy hand, the poor committeth himself unto thee. Thou art the helper of the fatherless. Break thou the arm of the wicked and the evil man. Seek out his wickedness till thou find none. The Lord is king forever and ever. The heathen are perished out of his land. Lord, thou hast heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart. Thou wilt cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more oppress. Psalm 11. In the Lord put I my trust. How say ye to my soul, Flee as a bird to your mountain? For lo, the wicked bend their bow. They make ready their arrow upon the string, that they may privily shoot at the upright in heart. If the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. The Lord trieth the righteous, but the wicked and him that loveth violence his soul hateth. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone. This shall be the portion of their cup. For the righteous Lord loveth righteousness, his countenance doth behold the upright. Psalm 12. Help, Lord, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fail from among the children of men. They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor. The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speaketh proud things. Who have said, with our tongue will we prevail? Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? For the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy. Now will I arise, saith the Lord. I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord. Thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. The wicked walk on every side, when the vilest men are exalted. Psalm 13. How long wilt thou forget me, O Lord? Forever? How long wilt thou hide thy face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long shall mine enemy be exalted over me? Consider and hear me, O Lord my God. Lighten mine eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death, lest mine enemies say, I have prevailed against him, and those that trouble me rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in thy mercy. My heart shall rejoice in thy salvation. I will sing unto the Lord, because he hath dealt bountifully with me. Psalm 14. The fool hath said in his heart, there is no God. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. The Lord looked down from heaven upon the children of men, to see if there were any that did understand and seek God. They are all gone aside. They are all together become filthy. There is none that doeth good, no, not one. Have all the workers of iniquity no knowledge? Who eat up my people as they eat bread, and call not upon the Lord. There were they in great fear. For God is in the generation of the righteous. Ye have shamed the counsel of the poor, because the Lord is his refuge. Oh, that the salvation of Israel would come out of Zion. When the Lord bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice, and Israel shall be glad. Psalm 15. Lord, who shall abide in thy tabernacle? Who shall dwell in thy holy hill? He that walketh uprightly, and worketh righteousness, and speaketh the truth in his heart. He that backbiteth not with his tongue, nor doeth evil to his neighbor, nor taketh up a reproach against his neighbor, in whose eyes a vile person is contemned. But he honoureth them that fear the Lord. He that sweareth to his own hurt, and changeth not. He that putteth not out his money to usury, nor taketh reward against the innocent. He that doeth these things shall never be moved. Psalm 16. Preserve me, O God, for in thee do I put my trust. O my soul, thou hast said unto the Lord, Thou art my Lord, my goodness extendeth not to thee, but to the saints that are in the earth, and to the excellent, in whom is all my delight. Their sorrows shall be multiplied that hasten after another God. Their drink offerings of blood will I not offer, nor take up their names into my lips. The Lord is the portion of mine inheritance, and of my cup. Thou maintainest my lot. The lines are fallen unto me in pleasant places. Yea, I have a goodly heritage. I will bless the Lord, who hath given me counsel. My reins also instruct me in the night seasons. I have set the Lord always before me. Because he is at my right hand, I shall not be moved. Therefore my heart is glad, and my glory rejoiceth. My flesh also shall rest in hope. For thou wilt not leave my soul in hell, neither wilt thou suffer thine Holy One to see corruption. Thou wilt shew me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy. At thy right hand there are pleasures forevermore. Psalm 17. Hear the right, O Lord, attend unto my cry. Give ear unto my prayer, that goeth not out of feigned lips. Let my sentence come forth from thy presence. Let thine eyes behold the things that are equal. Thou hast proved mine heart. Thou hast visited me in the night. Thou hast tried me, and shalt find nothing. I am purposed, that my mouth shall not transgress. Concerning the works of men, by the word of thy lips I have kept me from the paths of the destroyer. Hold up my goings in thy paths, that my footsteps slip not. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me, O God. Incline thine ear unto me, and hear my speech. Shew thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by thy right hand them which put their trust in thee from those that rise up against them. Keep me as the apple of the eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wings from the wicked that oppress me, from my deadly enemies who compass me about. They are enclosed in their own fat. With their mouth they speak proudly. They have now compassed us in our steps. They have set their eyes bowing down to the earth, like as a lion that is greedy of his prey, and as it were a young lion lurking in secret places. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world,
Children.
which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure, who are full of children, and give the rest of their substance to their babes. As for me, I will behold thy face in righteousness. I shall be satisfied when I awake with thy likeness. The Psalm 18. I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my God, my strength, in whom I will trust, my buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower. I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised, so shall I be saved from mine enemies. The sorrows of death compassed me, and the floods of ungodly men made me afraid. The snares of death prevented me. In my distress I called upon the Lord and cried unto my God. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him even into his ears. Then the earth shook and trembled. The foundations also of the hills moved and were shaken, because he was wroth. There went up a smoke out of his nostrils, and fire out of his mouth devoured. Coals were kindled by it. He bowed the heavens also, and came down, and darkness was under his feet. And he rode upon a cherub, and did fly. Yea, he did fly upon the wings of the wind. He made darkness his secret place. His pavilion round about him were dark waters and thick clouds of the sky. At the brightness that was before him, his thick clouds passed, hailstones and coals of fire. The Lord also thundered in the heavens, and the highest gave his voice, hailstones and coals of fire. Yea, he sent out his arrows and scattered them, and he shot out lightnings and discomfited them. Then the channels of waters were seen, and the foundations of the world were discovered at thy rebuke, O Lord, at the blast of the breath of thy nostrils. He sent from above. He took me, he drew me out of many waters. He delivered me from my strong enemy, and from them which hated me, for they were too strong for me. They prevented me in the day of my calamity, but the Lord was my stay. He brought me forth also into a large place. He delivered me, because he delighted in me. The Lord rewarded me according to my righteousness. According to the cleanness of my hands hath he recompensed me. For I have kept the ways of the Lord, and have not wickedly departed from my God. For all his judgments were before me, and I did not put away his statutes from me. I was also upright before him, and I kept myself from mine iniquity. Therefore hath the Lord recompensed me, according to my righteousness, according to the cleanness of my hands in his eyesight. With the merciful thou wilt shew thyself merciful. With an upright man thou wilt shew thyself upright. With the pure thou wilt shew thyself pure, and with the froward thou wilt shew thyself froward. For thou wilt save the afflicted people, but wilt bring down high looks. For thou wilt light my candle, the Lord my God will enlighten my darkness. For by thee I have run through a troop, and by my God have